Before we can get into the topic of today's video, we have to ask ourselves, what is a farb? According to the Urban Dictionary, it is a slang term in reference to participants who exhibit indifference to historical authenticity, either from a multicultural standpoint or in action. It can also refer to inauthentic materials used by those reenactors. Now we're going to primarily focus on that last sentence. The Achilles heel of any reenactor is modern amenities being out and about. It can really kill the immersion for you as a reenactor and also the public spectators. Modern technology is hard to get away from as a reenactor. Phones are a necessity in this day and age, and naturally they have to be close by. You could also have medical issues that require you to have modern amenities nearby. Fortunately, there are ways to work around these roadblocks and have these modern comforts nearby without breaking the immersion of the spectators and your fellow reenactors. While attending reenactments, you will bring a variety of personal items, some being historically accurate and some not so much. In today's video, we're going to be discussing tips and tricks on how to hide these modern creature comforts. A quick disclaimer for our viewers, we will be showing images of reenactors exhibiting this Farb behavior. Please do not go out of your way to bully or harass these people. Many of them are friends and members of our group who are purposely doing them for the sake of making this video, or simply people who we thought are the best example of the topics we will be discussing. At the end of the day, this is a hobby, and we do not condone that type of activity. We strive for historical accuracy, and that means hiding any unsavory modern items from the eyes of the public. A very common and necessary item that is easily hidden is modern plastic water bottles. Clean drinking water is extremely important while participating in reenactments. When purchasing your canteen, be sure to buy a clean, original canteen and canteen cup, so you can pour any drinking water into it. No more Farby water bottles in your campsite. Similarly to modern plastic water bottles is modern food wrappers. Listen, we all love a mid-event food run, but eating your food out of your modern wrapper can take away from the public's experience and your fellow reenactors. Investing in a usable original mess tin, fork, knife, and spoon will give you a nice, clean, and authentic dish for which you can enjoy that meal from. Also available are reproduction C rations and K rations in authentic packaging, containing the same food items that would have been found in the originals. These are available for purchase online and also through reenactors who produce them.
Till then.
Cell phones. We all have them. We all use them. They can absolutely take away from the overall experience of an event. Do your best to minimize your cell phone usage while around public spectators. We recommend, if possible, turning your sound off and leaving your cell phone in a period correct bag, or, better yet, in your car if you don't absolutely need to have it on you. Reenactments happen rain or shine. Having your phone pinned on your person, you run the risk of it becoming damaged. Some people will use rubberized rifle cleaning kit cases to protect their cell phones and other valuables like charging banks, cables, etc. But if it's not absolutely necessary, leave it in your car. Cell phone outlines and wool trousers are very noticeable in photographs and can ruin an impression photo. So be mindful about your cell phone. We all know it can get boring at events, but don't resort to your phone. Converse with your fellow reenactors, bring books, write a letter, or play some games. There are ways to keep yourself occupied, you just have to look for them. Though we do not encourage or condone the use of cigarettes or tobacco products, if you are planning on using such products at a reenactment, make sure they're authentic. Filtered cigarettes are unfortunately not correct for the time period and can take away from the experience of those around you and spectators. Electronic cigarettes such as vapes are also highly discouraged against using for the same reasons. Lucky Strike and Camel unfiltered cigarettes are still available for purchase in a lot of gas stations and tobacco shops nationwide. If you live somewhere where non-filtered cigarettes are banned, simply buy a standard pack and cut the filter off with a cigar cutter. We will be revisiting this topic in later videos as we start to discuss personal items for your impression. Please remember, it is not Farb to not use tobacco products. While many GIs did, it wasn't all of them. Chewing gum works as a great alternative. Don't feel like you have to start smoking to be authentic. For many people, eyewear can be a big headache. If you don't utilize contact lenses at reenactments, you have no choice but to use eyeglasses. For many new reenactors, they have no choice but to use their everyday eyeglasses. Not only do you run the risk of damaging your everyday glasses, but the majority of modern frames are a far cry from the P3 style eyeglasses that were standard issue during World War II. We highly recommend you pay a visit to your eye doctor and invest in P3 style frames specifically for reenacting. There are websites we will link below that would sell P3 frames with authentic cable temple hinges compared to the modern skull temple. Moving on to larger items such as bug sprays and sunscreen, luckily, very frequently, soldiers would be near or around crates or wooden boxes, ordnance, medical, rations, etc. Many vendors will sell these crates for affordable prices, and they make for an excellent spot to store your modern amenities. The same goes for ammo cans. The ammo can is an excellent place to keep your modern items safe and dry while participating in reenactments. Watches are another huge piece. There have been a number of instances of reenactors using digital and even Apple watches. You can find affordable, vintage-inspired analog watches very easily on sites like Amazon and eBay. Timex is a great source for an analog watch as a beginner reenactor. While not entirely accurate in labels and design, they work. Keep in mind, it is possible to find period watches that are still functioning. There are even companies that make reproduction-issued watches. It is also entirely accurate to not have a watch altogether. We of course can't dismiss reinforcing such things as proper haircuts, facial hair, the usage of modern undergarments, and namely, webbing. Make sure your webbing is appropriate for the time frame you're portraying. Just because it looks okay doesn't mean it is okay. Never skimp out on research. Use real photos of actual divisions you are portraying as opposed to pictures of other divisions doing things you find cooler or from the movies. If you're unsure about a piece of kit, reach out to a more senior member of your unit. There are always people who are more knowledgeable about what you're portraying. Never be afraid to ask questions. We all have to start somewhere, and the only direction you can go is up. Nobody starts with a perfect kit. With that being said, we hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to stay tuned for our future episodes.
And remember,
we're in the army now. They drafted us and how. We're up with the sun to shoulder a gun. We're in the army now. We're in the army now. We're eating army chow. The menu goes far, it ain't caviar. We're in the army now. They march us here and there. Our feet go everywhere. They're twisted and turned, they're blistered and burned. We're in the army now.